Well, you have to go back until April the 4th for Norwich City's last home defeat. They were beaten 3-2 by Bradford City. And Bradford with 3 goals up at one stage. Goals from Jacobs, Lawrence and Blake with a penalty crammed into a 6-minute spell either side of half-time. Touched on by Adams towards Roberts. Roberts again, Eadie just ahead of him. This is a terrific run by Darren Eadie. And an equally spectacular stop by Gary Walsh. Element of fortune in midfield for Norwich then when Ewan Roberts was allowed to break clear. There was a very precise pass to Darren Eadie, who just clipped that ball with the outside of his left foot. Not a particularly good kick out of defence by Gary Walsh, but he was helped out then by Gareth Wally. Here's Mills and Rankin. It's a great chance for Isaiah Rankin. And it was an equally good stop by Andy Marshall in the Norwich goal. Rankin just couldn't quite get hold of his shot. Mills, his partner up front, who created the opening for him. He was in behind the Norwich defence then, and the ball just seemed to clip his heel as he tried to tee himself up. Here's McCall. Now Blake. Norwich backing off Blake a bit here. Rankin. This time he's found the target. Isaiah Rankin, who'd been frustrated by Andy Marshall, the Norwich goalkeeper, just moments before, has now put Bradford City ahead. It's Rankin's 5th goal of what is proving to be a very productive season. Norwich just didn't pick up Robbie Blake, and there was precision on the pass and there was precision on the finish. Lee Marshall chasing back to get at Blake, but they couldn't catch him, and they couldn't catch Isaiah Rankin. It's 1-0 Bradford. Andy Marshall for the moment happy with 2 in the Norwich wall. Bradford have also pressed Darren Moore forward from defence. Here's Beagary, delightfully worked free kick. And it nearly produced a shot to test Andy Marshall. Fleming and Jackson both in the penalty area. Here's Matt Jackson. Walsh saved at the 2nd attempt. Rueful smile from Gary Walsh, the goalkeeper. Darren Eadie with a free kick, in swinging and swinging in towards Matt Jackson, the skipper, who did well to get above Moore, and the ball just bobbled in front of Gary Walsh then into the last minute in the first half. Jacobs with a header clear. Here's Grant. Now Bellamy, who's in behind O'Brien. Roberts waiting in the middle, as is Eadie. Good stop right on the goal line by Gary Walsh. Just didn't have the right body shape then, Darren Eadie, as he was bearing down on goal. Bellamy did well to angle the ball across the face of goal, and then Eadie just couldn't quite get hold of his shot. Jacobs with a free kick. Header on by Mills. Here's Rankin. Great stop by Andy Marshall. Rankin such a difficult customer, and then with his back to goal he was able to just hold off Matt Jackson. It was a good turn by Rankin. It wasn't a bad effort either. Marshall stretching to turn the ball over the top. Norwich far more incisive there as Eadie tried to free, and it's a shot wide from Adams. Good opening for Norwich. Fuglestad, who was able to deliver the cross. Roberts got the faintest of touches on the ball, but just skimmed off the surface up to thigh high for Neil Adams. Hit long by Jackson towards Keith O'Neill. Showed a bit too much of the ball then to Jamie Lawrence, but he got away with it. It's a good run by Keith O'Neill. Roberts at the near post, and it's an own goal. Ewan Roberts shows his delight, but that will go down as an own goal by Andrew O'Brien, surely. The pace of Keith O'Neill down the left side proved to be Bradford City's undoing. Roberts as brave and as bold as ever with a run to the near post. It was a good cross by O'Neill, and although Roberts might have got a touch, it went in off Andrew O'Brien. Jackson and Fleming have both been pressed forward. Swung in towards Jackson, and the header off the goal line by Blake. It was Wally, in fact, who'd taken up defensive duties on the post. Fleming with a free kick. Roberts up with more. Bellamy couldn't escape with the ball, but Beagrie has been able to get Rankin away. Only Rankin forward for Bradford. Mills arriving to help him out here. And what a finish that was from Lee Mills. A super strike from Lee Mills. We're in the 88th minute, and Lee Mills has put Bradford City 2-1 up. Rankin, who broke clear with the fine pass from defence by Peter Beagrie, had a look up and set up his partner up front, Lee Mills. Terrific finish. It's a very productive partnership for Bradford City. Rankin with 5 goals this season, and Lee Mills very much the senior man now with 10. Here's Such. Jacobs up. Walsh was out smartly, and he had to be then. And Norwich have got a penalty. Bradford are absolutely furious. Gary Walsh bemused. O'Brien across to have a word with the referee, as was Wayne Jacobs. Walsh has just hurled the ball away. Stuart McCall consulting with the referee, who clearly saw something then. He's also going to have a word with the goalkeeper. Walsh may well have struck out an arm then as he gathered the ball. Walsh shown the yellow card, and what a moment for Neil Adams, who broke his collarbone in a game at Swansea when he missed the last time he took a penalty for Norwich City. It may have well been O'Brien who blocked Roberts' path to goal then. But it's Neil Adams against Gary Walsh. We're in stoppage time, and that's 2-2. Neil Adams grabs Norwich City's equaliser in the most dramatic fashion. Confusion about why the penalty was awarded, but nothing wrong with the finish from Adams, who sent the goalkeeper the wrong way. He's only ever missed one, and that was always destined for the bottom corner.